What's up? Tim Sykes, Millionaire Mentor and Trader here with Steven Dux. Thanks for coming to Miami, dude.
Thank you.
Freaking awesome 2 days.
Yep.
We studied, we learned, we prepared yesterday. Today, you made how much?
$42,000.
$42,000. Now what are you up to in total profits?
1.7.
1.7.
1.7 million.
1.7 million. I love it. All my top students, like, they say, like, you know, when Tim Bertani passed $1 million, he's like, you know, I passed one. You passed one. You didn't pass one, you passed 1 million. Tim Bertani is now closing in on 6 million.
Yep.
You've done all of this in 2 years. What is your secret? Tell us, please.
Tim Bertani learned from others, and it actually speed up his learning curves. And I learned from Tim Bertani, and you, of course, to speed up my learning curve. So that's why my successful rate is a little bit faster than others.
By learning from other people, you can speed up your own learning curve. Is basically what you're saying.
Yes.
And I agree. That's the beauty of what I think my challenge is all about, because you have the advantage of learning from me, Tim Bertani, Mark Crook, Michael Good. We're all making video lessons and webinars. How many webinars do you think you've watched?
Countless, maybe 100, at least 200, I would say.
Yeah.
I can't really remember the numbers. I watch them every day.
No, trust me, I see you're studying. What do you think the biggest lesson that you've encountered along the way is?
You have to learn how to be patient, how to not get emotional, and always try to cut losses quickly.
Rule number one, always cut losses quickly. I might not have made $42,000 today and yesterday. Yesterday I had one bad trade, but I made, I guess, roughly $3,000 between the past 2 days. So I'm a little more conservative. You're a little more patient and aggressive. That's fine. There's different ways. Whether you make $3,000 in 2 days or $40,000 in 2 days, both are fantastic.
It's all profits.
It's all profits, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think the toughest lesson for you has been?
Cutting losses quickly. I think that's the toughest lesson.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just like let it run sometimes?
If sometimes you are emotional, says I'm gonna go into this trade, and without any patterns, you are going because you want to go in.
Yeah.
Then the stock turns against you, and you have to keep adding and adding. That's where the big losses come from.
What do you think most people, you know, a lot of people reach out to you. What do most people have issues with?
They can't control their emotion. They can't control their emotions, because when they see a stock goes up, they want to chase it. When they see a stock goes down, they want to short it.
Yeah.
But it happens the opposite. When the stock is going up, you tend to be shorting it because you can get a better entry.
Yeah.
So control your emotion is the best.
Well, it's counterintuitive too.
Yes.
Like in order to really succeed, you have to do the opposite of what you feel.
Yes.
And that is so difficult, you know?
It's very difficult because of the human nature.
It's human nature, but all the best lessons. This is why I say, like, in order to have patience to wait for the best trade, I think of myself as a retired trader. Like, I'm a full-time trader, I'm a coach, I'm trading nearly every day, but I think of myself as, nope, I don't need to trade. I'm only gonna come out of retirement if there's a trade that's good enough, that will make me feel guilty that I'm retired. Yes,
you have to think of it that way too, because when you miss opportunities, you think you miss so much money, but you can't think that way. That way will destroy your account.
I would rather miss a trade than trade too much and take shitty trades.
Yes.
How do you overcome this? Teach us how to be patient.
To be patient, I think it needs practice. Second, you can't be too rushed to make money. Like, nothing comes really fast. So
says the man who made nearly $2 million in 2 years.
I don't think it's that fast, but Bitcoin went faster.
Don't bring up Bitcoin. That's been the single biggest boom in the past few years. Tim Bertani, who's closing in on 6 million, made no money for 9 months. Why did you make so much money when he made none? What is your secret?
Learn from Tim Bertani. There you go.
No, this is a great point. So Tim Bertani had me and Michael Good to learn from, but you have Bertani, me, Michael Good, and Mark Crook. So the more students, and now, you know, other challenge students have you to learn from. So as we keep creating more and more success stories, your education gets easier because you have more different examples, because we're all slightly different.
Yes. So your speed curve is much faster. Yeah,
Yes.
getting faster and faster.
What do you think is the best thing to do right now in 2018? Because last time we talked, it was a different market. What's different now?
Right now the market is very volatile. So there's a lot of opportunity up there, and you don't have to be rushed into the opportunities. Be patient, wait for the right opportunity to come, and go for it.
What do people do while they're waiting? Because we have a lot of people with itchy fingers. Like they want to make a trade, like their money is just sitting there. They want to get rich. What do you do when you're not trading?
Well, when you are trading, you have to understand what you're doing. So learning while you are free. If you're waiting, just pull up a video lessons, pull up a webinar, and watch and learn. And it's better to learn than lose money going to the market. So.
Do you hear this guy? I say this every day. Maybe with a soft-spoken accent, maybe that's what it's going to take you to do it. My point is that when there's no great play, most people are sad, right? They're like, oh, there's no great play. And I say, no, this is a good thing. This gives you more opportunity to study so that you can be better prepared for when the next play is there.
I totally agree, because when people are tired of waiting, there's nothing happening in the market. And then if you're studying, you're confident, you will be confident enough to go into the next play. And when you're more confident, you have more patience, then you get more profits. If
there was a hot play right now, I would say that most people wouldn't even be properly prepared to capitalize on it.
If you're trying to rush into it, I don't think you can't profit from it.
Correct. So there might be a hot play right now, and some newbie who hasn't studied the DVDs and the webinars and the video lessons, okay, there's a hot play, what do I do?
Yeah.
Because they're not prepared.
Yes.
So our job is to prepare you ahead of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have so many DVDs and video lessons. That's why you came out with your own guide now too.
Mm-hmm. So study is the key.
Studying is the key, as you always say. One other question. Actually, I got a question for you, because I asked people, I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk with Stephen Ducks. Wait for this question. Let me see. This is from Mark in New Hampshire. Thank you for writing in, Mark. Stephen, it's a long question. What is the best software to use for finding stocks?
Stocks to trade?
There we go. So, I mean, there's more to it. And what are the scans that you use? He's basically asking.
The only scan you need to use is just top percent gainer. Finding the hottest stocks and the stock that everybody's watching.
But you use stocks to trade.
Yes.
And I highly encourage you guys to do it, because the big percent gainers are good, but we take it a step further. There's 40 scans built into stocks to trade.
Yes.
So for me, I like using different ones. Like the big percent gainers are good, but also like big percent gainers over 3 days or 5 days, or different things like that.
Yeah, but if you're in front of the market every single day, you will know what stock to trade.
Well, but some people aren't.
Yes.
You have to understand. So we have students all over, and they have different schedules. Some people can't be in front of the markets every day.
Yeah. So you can create your own criteria to scan.
You can create your own criteria. Do you do that?
Yes.
How many different criteria do you use?
Not that many for scan only, but I use criteria for shorting stocks.
But I find that simple works pretty well.
Yes.
Like again, this is counterintuitive. Like people are okay, there's 500 indicators. Let me plug them all in.
Yeah.
I mean, if I use some of these indicators, I would just lose my mind.
Yeah, when you're trading, you have to keep as simple as possible for you to understand, not trying to be super complicated.
Do you know KISS, K-I-S-S? Keep it simple, stupid?
Yeah.
It works really well. It really works in the stock market.
It does work, yes.
Yeah. All right. One thing, we have to go. The market's going to close in a little bit. I want to get back just in case there's any overnight plays. One tip for people watching this. Your best tip, aside from studying, aside from having patience, what's your third tip? Because those are two big ones.
There's a lot of examples like us for people who are getting successful really quick. If you want to be successful, you have to work harder than us. So not many people can be successful. In trading, 8 out of 10 people lose money.
Or 9 out of 10.
Yeah, or 9 out of 10. So if you want to be better than us, you have to study hard. You have to follow the rules, you basically need to be better than us to get a faster success.
It's true. And you have to learn the rules in order to follow them. A lot of people don't know the rules. Like, what rules do you follow? That's why we teach specific rules. It's all about preparation and discipline. You know, you're only as good as your trading plan. And if you have no trading plan, what are you going to do? You're probably not going to do well. You might have a good trade. You might have a bad trade. A lot of it is luck.
Yeah.
Would you say that you plan meticulously on every trade?
Yes. Every single trade I go in, I have a plan. I have my risk level. If it goes off my risk level, I cut it. And when you cut it, you have a loss. But this loss you have to be really comfortable with. So trade a stock market like opportunities. The loss like if you take a loss, it's acceptable because you know you will make it back. Your winning percentage is there. Always trust yourself. Be confident.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
This guy is so incredible. Check out his new guide. We'll post a link just below this video. Learn the rules, learn patience, understand this is a marathon, not a sprint. You will not necessarily become a millionaire like this guy within 2 years. Some students take longer, and that's fine. Think about, this is what I wanted to say. I've been saying this to a lot of students. Let me know how it sounds. I say, what can you do today and tomorrow, this week and next week, and this month, that will serve you well over a year from now or 2 years from now? Meaning, if you make $1,000 today, it doesn't matter, like a year from now. But if you make $1,000 on a trade today following a plan, and then you use that same plan with a bigger account a year from now, that $1,000 maybe a year from now might be a $10,000 profit.
Yes.
You scale up over time. Have you been scaling up?
I don't really scale in the market. I've been patient.
But from the beginning, let's go back to the beginning. When you first started, you were not taking the position sizes that you take now.
Yes.
So you got comfortable with the rules, you got comfortable with the patterns, and then once you found that comfort level, once you saw it working time and again, that's when you felt more comfortable to take bigger positions.
Yes.
So don't take big positions in the beginning. I would rather you paper trade on stocks to trade or take small positions, practicing, honing your techniques.
You have to understand you can't grow a bigger account when you can't not grow a small
Correct.
account. Yes.
Oh my God. That is the best point. When you have a small account, focus on learning how to grow that small account. You're not going to go from 1,000 to 1,000,000 all at once. Try to go from 1,000 to 5,000, and then 5,000 to 10,000, and then 10,000 to 30,000, then 30,000 to 100,000. Then, once you have already proven yourself, you have the process down. You understand it's the same exact stuff, just with bigger positions later on. I think that's actually a good thing, like for people to break it down, because they see us like, oh, millionaires, but you have to start small.
Yes.
And then it, can get bigger over time.
Yep.
All right.
Correct.
We got to go trade. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers.
Thank you.